So I realize that the thought of making your own crackers might feel a little bit extra to you, or maybe even like it's a little bit too much work. Well, let me just tell you, if this is your thoughts, or if you're concerned about this, that making these Einkorn olive oil and herb crackers is actually going to be so much easier than what you might think. Now, not only do they taste incredible, but of course, the nice thing about making things in your own home is you know exactly what goes into them, and there's no packaging. So whether you're using this for a cheese board or just for snacking or whatever you've got, these crackers are going to be perfect for it. Now, as always, of course, don't forget to subscribe. You don't want to miss any of the new videos that are coming out. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so einkorn flour is an ancient grain flour. It's never been modified or anything like that. And then when you make these crackers, let me just show you how easy this is. You add all of the ingredients to a bowl. I mean, you can start on a work surface if you want and just work it from there. But I like to mix this with either a spoon or a fork first. You can see it's a really slack dough, or it's going to be a really tacky dough. That means it's fairly sticky. Now, once you get most of the flour incorporated, I like to turn it out onto the work surface and then just knead it for probably 2 to 3 minutes. Einkorn is a low gluten flour or a weak gluten flour, so that means you don't really need to knead it for a long time. It's just not necessary. This is what it looks like after about 2 or 3 minutes. You're going to let it rest for just a couple minutes, and then we're going to divide it into, this made 20 long crackers, the ones that I show in the photo in the video. You can obviously make these any shape that you want, any size that you want. I just kind of like these rustic long, the rustic shape of the crackers. Now, if you want to make these into squares, just roll it into a big square and then cut it down. Same thing with small circle crackers. But again, I did these really long, elongated ones. So you're going to roll these out. You want it to be very thin. These are supposed to be crispy crackers. So I roll it out and then place it onto a parchment-lined baking sheet. That just makes it easier for cleanup, of course. Now, one thing to note is that these crackers bake very quickly. They're so thin. So keep an eye on them. This isn't the kind of thing you want to just walk away from. And then when they're done, of course, let them cool just slightly, and then they're ready to serve. We love to use these for little snacking trays like you can see here, with some type of fruit, some type of cheese, and then usually nuts. You can use these for any type of charcuterie board that you're making, or even, I mean, just for snacking, they're perfect. So again, you can see how simple these crackers are, and if you try them, I would love to hear all about it. Happy baking.